They say every joke carries a little truth, but when my fiancé's friends joked that he had a backup fiancé, something inside me twisted. I laughed at first, pretending it didn't bother me, pretending it was harmless banter among old buddies who didn't know when to shut up. But when the same joke kept returning again and again, always with the same girl's name attached, my smile began to crumble. Her name was Haley. I had heard it at least a dozen times in those first few months of being engaged to Ethan. The first time, his friend Chuck said it with a laugh while handing me a beer at a barbecue. Well, if you ever mess up, Ethan can always go back to Haley. Isn't that right, man? The group laughed. Even Ethan smiled as he shook his head, but he never corrected them. Never said that's not funny or stop. Just a light shrug, like it was harmless. I told myself it didn't matter. Every man had a past. Every woman, too. But the feeling lingered, an itch beneath my ribs that wouldn't go away. By month 6 of our engagement, I had heard the joke from 4 different friends in 4 different settings. Dude, remember when you said you'd marry Haley if things didn't work out here? Classic. Hey man, careful, your backup fiancé might get jealous. Oh come on, Ethan. You know Haley would have said yes if you'd asked her first. Not once did he deny any of it. Just smiled, just moved on, just acted like the comments didn't matter. But they mattered to me. One night, after another stupid joke from another friend, this time at a restaurant, in front of 3 couples, I couldn't sleep. Ethan was snoring beside me, peaceful as ever, as if nothing in the world was wrong. My chest felt tight. And for the first time, a voice inside me whispered, "What if the backup is real?" I didn't want to be paranoid. I didn't want to become that woman, the insecure fiancé searching her partner's phone or digging through his past like a detective. But when you hear the same joke 100 times, it's not a joke anymore. It's a pattern. It's a message. The next morning, while he showered, his phone buzzed. It was face up. The name lit the screen in bold letters. Haley W. My heart dropped so hard I physically swayed. It wasn't just a message. It wasn't just a coincidence. The message preview showed, "Hey, are we still on for tomorrow?" My breath disappeared. When he stepped out of the shower, towel around his waist, humming like his world was perfect, I held up the phone. "What is this, Ethan?" He froze. The humming stopped mid-note. His expression tightened, but only for a second. "It's not what you think," he said. "Then what is it?" She just needed help with something. What kind of help? It's personal. She asked me not to talk about it. My blood ran cold. So she calls you, texts you, makes plans for tomorrow, and you keep it from me? He rubbed his face in frustration. "I knew you'd overreact." Overreact? Your friends literally joke you have a backup fiancé, and now she's texting you asking if plans are still on. What am I supposed to think? He sighed. "Can we not do this now? I'm running late." And that was it. He grabbed his keys, kissed my cheek like I was a child throwing a tantrum, and left. I stood in the silence of our kitchen with his phone still flickering with her name. My stomach twisted. My heart burned. Something was wrong. Terribly wrong. And I wasn't going to be the quiet, accommodating fiancé anymore. The next day, he said he had errands. Said he'd be home early. His tone was too casual, too practiced. So when he left, I waited 10 minutes, grabbed my coat, and followed him. I hated myself for it. But I hated not knowing even more. He drove across town, into a neighborhood I recognized, clean suburban streets, the kind of place where people jogged at 6 a.m. with their golden retrievers. He parked in front of a beige house with matching shutters. I watched as the door opened. And she stepped out. Haley. Pretty. Soft features. Warm smile. Long blonde hair tucked behind her ear as she hugged him like she'd been waiting all morning. My heart cracked. And I watched, frozen, while they walked together into the house. No hesitation. No discomfort. Like a routine. The joke suddenly wasn't a joke. For 20 minutes, I sat there, shaking. Trying to breathe. 1,000 worst-case scenarios ran through my head. I wanted to storm in. I wanted to scream. I wanted to cry. But I waited. And eventually, he left. Alone. He drove away, and I stayed behind, staring at the house. Then, impulsively, I got out of my car. I walked to her door. My hand shook as I knocked. When she opened the door and saw me, her eyes widened, and not with guilt. With fear. "Oh my God," she whispered. "You're Ethan's fiancé." "Yes," I said. "And I think we need to talk." She stepped aside immediately. No hesitation. No attempt to hide anything. Her house smelled like lavender and freshly baked cookies. It didn't smell like betrayal. She gestured toward the couch, visibly nervous. "I was wondering when this would happen," she said quietly. My chest tightened. "So it is something." "Yes," she whispered. "But not what you think." She picked up a stack of papers from the table, legal documents, envelopes, something that looked like a support group pamphlet. Then she said the sentence I never expected. "I have cancer." My breath caught. "And Ethan has been helping me apply for financial assistance. He's been driving me to appointments, helping with paperwork, and checking on me because," her eyes filled with tears. "Because my parents died, and I have no siblings. No one else." My heart dropped like a stone. "And the jokes?" I whispered. She looked confused. "Jokes? About you being his backup fiancé." She blinked. Then she laughed, a bitter, broken laugh. "That's what they meant? God. I thought they were just teasing him for hanging out with me. Did you two ever date?" She shook her head firmly. "I had a huge crush on him years ago. But he never felt the same. He only sees me as a friend. A friend who got unlucky." I pressed my hands to my face. Everything inside me twisted: shame, heartbreak, relief, confusion. Then she said quietly, "He made me promise not to tell you because he didn't want to stress you out. But I told him he was wrong. You should have known." I sat there for a long time, processing everything. When I finally left her house, my emotions were a storm, guilt punching my ribs, anger simmering beneath it, and relief threading through it all like light breaking through clouds. But I wasn't done. When Ethan walked into the house that night, I stood in the living room waiting for him. He looked tired. Worried. And when he saw my face, he froze. "You went to her house," he said softly. "Yes," I said. "And I know everything now." He closed his eyes, shoulders dropping. "I was trying to protect you," he whispered. "No. You were trying to manage me," I corrected. "You let your friends' jokes continue. You let me feel insecure. You hid something serious instead of trusting me with the truth. That's not protection. That's avoidance." He walked toward me slowly. "I'm sorry. I just didn't want to add stress. You've been planning the wedding, work's been crazy, and I thought." "I'm your partner," I interrupted. "Not someone you keep in the dark." His eyes shined with guilt. "I should have told you," he said. "I know that now." I swallowed hard. "And the jokes? Why didn't you stop them?" I didn't think they bothered you. Then you weren't paying attention, I said quietly. Silence hung thick between us. He stepped closer. I'll tell them to stop. All of them. And I'll make it clear that Haley is someone I'm helping, not some part of my past or future. Just a human being who needed support. For the first time that day, I felt a softening inside me. And from now on, he added, voice cracking just a little, no more secrets. Even the ones I think might protect you. I looked at him for a long moment, and finally nodded. The truth wasn't pretty. The misunderstanding wasn't small. But the love was real. And the lesson was unforgettable. The next week, I went with him to Haley's appointment. He introduced me as his fiancée, proudly, lovingly, firmly. His friends never joked again. Not once. Not after he made it very clear that it wasn't funny and never had been. And somewhere along the way, the insecurity faded. Because I realized something important. Real partners don't fear the truth. Real partners face it together. And I wasn't going to let shadows, secrets, or stupid jokes steal the future we were building. Not anymore.